Alright, you all just finished a U-Try where I asked you to graph a linear inequality. I think in Canvas you guys will probably have to match to which graph it matches yours. But let's go ahead and graph this one. The inequality I gave you was 3x plus 4y is greater than 12. If that was an equal sign instead of a greater than sign, I would think, oh, that's in standard form. I wonder if it has nice intercepts, and it does. So the x-intercept happens when y is 0. So I'd have 3x equals 12, so x would be 4. So we have an x-intercept at 4, 0. The y-intercept happens when x is 0. So you'd have 4y equals 12, and I divide both sides by 4 and get y is 3. So we'd have a y-intercept of 0, 3. Alright, I'll connect my two dots in a second, but I need to figure out if it's a dashed line or a solid line. Because it's just greater than, it's not greater than or equal to, we are going to be using a dashed line, and I'm going to use a straight piece of paper to make sure I make a nice straight line. So I'm going to make a dashed line to connect those, because it is greater than, and it's not or equal to, which means that we are not including the solutions on the line. It's just a boundary line for our inequality. Next up, we need to figure out, where am I shading? Am I going to shade above or am I going to shade below? Okay, so what I would do is probably use a test point. How about 0, 0? So if I use 0, 0 as my test point, because 0 is just easy to work with, I would substitute in 0 for x, so I'd have 3 times 0, which would be 0. Plus 4 times y, so 4 times 0, which would be 0. And I'm going to see, is 0 greater than 12? Nope, 0 is not greater than 12. So that means I'm not going to shade on this side where the 0, 0 is, because things don't work down there. I'm going to shade on the opposite side, so that would be shading above. Okay, so that's what the solution would look like for this one.